There's three things that I can think of that just I'm incredibly passionate about having to do with this foundation. The first is to foster technological innovation and competitiveness of this country. I've devoted my life to it. I work at a national security laboratory. I care deeply about it, and that's what the Hertz Foundation is all about. Technological innovation, and specifically for the good of the United States. So that's number one. The second reason that I want to render service to the Hertz Foundation is I'm a mother, and I'm worried about the next generation. And this is a chance to provide opportunities for young men and women who want to go into the technological fields. And I'm super passionate about that. And the third thing is it's the Hertz Foundation. And I was a Hertz Fellow. The Hertz Foundation gave me my education. So being able to provide some service back for the foundation that started me in my career is very rewarding. Yeah, I re-engaged with the Hertz Foundation something like 20 years after I graduated. I really hadn't been doing anything with the Hertz Foundation in the intervening time. And what I love right now about the community of fellows is seeing the in-school fellows and the recent alums come together and work with one another. What impresses me about this community is that these young men and women care about each other. They interact with each other. They have respect for one another. They are wonderful team players. In my day, when we went to school, we didn't learn those incredibly important skills. And the Hertz Foundation network, the community of fellows, is fostering this sort of interaction that's going to help our folks who are in school today be able to partner and team and do the interdisciplinary work that they're going to need to do to be successful in the future. There's some interview questions that we return to, and we return to them because they calibrate us. One of those is, for example, what's the size of an atom? So someone will ask you, and if someone can't mumble something about angstroms, then, you know, come on, this is not that hard. About how big is an atom? They asked me that one. They asked me, this was Lowell and Tom Weaver, and Tom, of course, still interviews today. Tom was a young kid, fresh out of school. I was one of the first candidates he interviewed. And Lowell and Tom, one of the sort of easy questions they asked me is, tell us the universal gas constant. So I was on the train back to upstate New York from my interview that was in New York City, and all of a sudden I went, oh my God, I mixed my units. When I told them the universal gas constant, I'll never get the fellowship. And of course, that was not a problem. They just wanted to see if I knew what it was and how it was used, and if I didn't get the numbers and the units right, they didn't care. Some of the things that I try to do when I interview, and some of the partners I have that I interview with, Philip Eckhoff, Ellen Polakowski, we talk about this. We try to give the candidates the best opportunity. We sometimes have folks walk in who are a little bit shy, who are a little bit nervous. You can see it because their hand might be shaking a little bit. And so what we try to do is we try to get them talking about their interests and something that they really know really well, that they can get going and get comfortable. And we try to do that, and we try to factor in where some people speak very quickly and some people are a little bit more deliberate and thoughtful. And so we consciously try to tailor our style to the style of the candidate so that the candidate has the best possible outcome for success.